Hey, everyone. Hey. It is your girl, Precious Williams. I'm the proud founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group. Wanted to come to you all today because I was in here thinking about some things. You ever felt counted out? Nobody understands you. Nobody wants to deal with you. You've made mistakes, and now people are taking you for granted. You start not believing in yourself. You start believing what people are saying about you. So what do you do when you're old, tired, and through? What do you do when you can't come on social media and everything is perfect in your life and everything is this and that? I hope that you understand what I'm about to say today, because the glow up can still happen. Your business dreams and goals can come true. And I'm not just saying that on some Pollyanna or some BS. I'm saying for real. So why am I saying this to you? You know, when you had these moments where you've launched something, you've been in business a long time. This is 15 years. Curvy Girl started in 2010, like 2011. Perfect Pitches by Precious started in 2013. And then Perfect Pitch Group started in 2023. Think about that. There's three companies, 15 years. And then 40 years old, my first book comes out, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for women entrepreneurs and speakers only. So I hope that I'm coming to y'all on some for real. So let's get this work. Whether I'm on makeup or not, I still feel beautiful. Whether I come to y'all from the, just hopped out of bed, I want y'all to see this is the real life of entrepreneurship. Yeah, I can give you all the, man, I'm just sitting on this yacht. Or we could just be like, man, you can still do it. So I'm proud to share some things with you all today because I am very, very proud. I'm proud of my clients. I'm proud of, like, for my Rainmaking Speaker and Branding Accelerator, we have our first man. And he's popping. And he ran his company even though he had pancreatic cancer. He's on ink list, all of that. And throughout his process, he kept coming back to thinking of me and the story he would tell now, which is very different from what he had before. The second thing I want y'all to think about, let me make sure, is this on the... Okay, so anyway, second thing, y'all, can you be an influencer in your 40s? Can you be sought after in your 40s? Especially on the other side of 45 now, right? And so when I was speaking at the Badass Women in History Awards, hosted by Caitlin Turner, Audacious Boss Babe in Boston, woo! I got to share how there are just things coming up in my life that I never saw. I never saw myself as an influencer in the way that we throw those things out for young people and stuff like that. I've never been a 15-year-old TikToker. I didn't make it big on YouTube. My biggest audience is on LinkedIn. So who am I to dare to think that companies would reach out on the strength of, that alone? Let me tell you, it works. Visibility works, but also being able to deliver works even better. So y'all remember last year when I took these boudoir photos with Nicole Griffin Photography? It was my way of ushering in that I matter. And without all the bells and whistles, I can show up. So what does that have to do with all of us? Some of y'all have been asking me for my books in audio form. You've been asking. Precious, I don't want to read your book. I just want to hear you. Or I want to experience that. Let me tell you something. So last week, I was approached about a unique opportunity to showcase my books in audio form that took no downtime, none of that. And so it just launched. So all of my books, 4 out of 5 of my books that were on Amazon are now audible in audiobooks form. So you can hear voice, whatever. And I want y'all to know why this means a lot to me. To my queen, Sharon Monet, the book publisher, coach extraordinaire, who's published all 5 of my books. When we put out that first book, I thought no one would buy. I thought my name is mud. And y'all have heard me say this. So imagine when this is the first of 3 tech companies that have reached out with seeing me as an influencer. Not because, I'm doing crazy stuff, but because in business, I've carved out a niche. I'm not Tony Robbins. I'm not Brene Brown. I'm not Lisa Nichols. I'm not Les Brown. I'm Precious Williams, the killer pitch master and the ultimate rainmaker. And there is something to be said about when you create your own lane. It's something to be said when they want to work with you because they see the power in what you've created organically. And there's also something to be said when books that you wrote from 40 to 44 are still selling to companies, corporations, foundations, nonprofits, and private associations. What do they do to that? Remember, books only have a shelf life of, 6 months. They're still selling today. If you learn nothing from me, y'all, the glow up can still happen. I'm still black on both sides, no Brazilian butt lift, no six-pack abs. I'm still that chick. I'm still that queen. Finally, what really makes me feel good is that I can show up for y'all. My pictures are perfect. I'm not. I go through things. I go through real emotions, real pain, real hurt. But there is nothing like hearing your clients take off. There's nothing like hearing that their retreats have sold out. There's nothing like knowing that an event had the highest number of attendees ever. There is nothing like getting a testimonial from the CEO summit that, I was a closing keynote in Savannah, Georgia, and reading it and knowing not only did I do my job, I over-delivered. There is nothing like when companies reach out to you or associations or people that you didn't work with back in the day. Now they're putting you in line to work with their company. It didn't work out years ago, but it's working out today. There is nothing like walking into a room with your hair cut with a lightning bolt on the side with gray hair. And nobody's like, oh man, we want you with your wig. Nobody's saying that. So when others count you out, I hope and pray that you understand it's not over. Maybe that is the biggest test of your life is without all this external validation, do you still want to succeed? Do you still have this dream and this purpose? I would never have dreamed as a little girl or being 16 years old in St. Louis and speaking before politicians that I would still be doing the same thing in my 30s. And not only are you speaking to politicians, you're speaking to, the VIPs. You're speaking to those who are just starting. You're speaking to those who are ready to give up. You're speaking to those who just lost their job. You're speaking to those who do not know what to do. And the reason why they trust you is because they watched your journey and they know you didn't play no games. And they know you're not in certain rooms because they don't want you there. They know that you show up in places because you want it to be known that wherever you show up, there is true value there. I don't have all the time in the world to go to everything, but the things that I can, I do. I appreciate every paid speaking engagement. I even appreciate the ones that I volunteer to do for women in transition, for those who feel left out and abandoned, tossed aside or whatever. I appreciate being a board member of Savvy Ladies, where we're all about financial empowerment, women's empowerment, and showcasing, budgeting, investing, and all of those things that can take you from last to first. I am proud to be a graduate of Bowery Mission Women's Center. 2 years I was in that program. I'm proud. I'm proud to work with Bottomless Closet. I'm proud to rest for Dress for Success Worldwide because all of them helped me when I was struggling in these streets. And so it is a joy to me to share with you all. When others counted you out, there are still others who want you. There's still others who are waiting for you to crack whatever limitations are in your mind. On May 10th, 2025, I'm receiving the New York Women's Celebration. I probably got the name wrong because I'm too hype. And also I've been in multiple cities in 1 week. So yeah, I know I'm a little off. But I was looking at the promo and I just sat there and thought about it. And it's in green and black. And I thought money green like a CeeLo. But also I thought about they can all count you out and you can make it. Your journey's going to be different. How you make it's going to be different. Maybe you don't have the bust down. Maybe you don't have all of the things they tell you need to have. But one of the things that you do have is you have breath in your body, and there's still purpose. So I'll say to all of you, I remember being homeless. I do. I remember how I lived in a Bowery Mission Women's Center and how they treated us so well. I remember our food only coming from Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. I remember a whole lot of things. I remember that there were counselors there, especially Miss Vivian, who held my head up high. Joe, who told me every time I walk out the door, hold my head up high. I remember the angels who loved on me. I love you, Miss Joanne Francis, Sun River Health. I love everyone who was for me and against me. Thank you for this glow up. So I'm honored by my clients. I'm honored that they love me. I'm honored that companies are taking a look at someone who is not 20 years old, someone who's 46, and can bring things to the table. I'm honored I'm loving the things that I tried and failed at, not knowing that they would come up better in the years to come. I'm grateful that I've had ideas that didn't quite hit the mark, but they helped me stumble across something else that was more in place. So y'all, the glow up is real in your 40s. There is something, 40s, 50s, and 60s, there is something about knowing you are walking in your greatness for the very first time and you can feel it. And you're not limited by having to do everything perfect or showing up, everything's got our hairs in place. This is real at 46. I went to the doctor yesterday because, I wanted to make sure, and I know I'm losing weight and everything. And my wonderful aunt told me she wanted to make sure everything right with me. And as I was there and I got on the scale and I saw the number, the joy that came from knowing that when it was 327 pounds, when it was 287, when it was 247, when it was 222, I still had to love myself and believe I deserved everything good in the world. So whether women lose weight or gain weight, they still have value. And you may not see it right now. My weight does not define me. Perfection does not define me. It is wanting to see others win and being a part of their journey and showing them that you may be down, but you ain't out. If there's breath in your body, let's go get that. So anyway, I love y'all. I love you, love you, love you. I love you, no limit. I love you for loving me because I show up as I am. And that all those years I had to posture and be someone else. I thought that was the way to success. Maybe it just wasn't. Maybe it was showing up as I am. Stepping on that stage or stepping into that Zoom and just being like, let's give it to them raw. And also understanding business development, sales, client acquisitions, and everything. And being rewarded for what you truly bring to the marketplace. And how you truly train others how to do the same and write your own paycheck. So when others count you out, that may be the greatest gift of all. Because God is stepping in and be like, you thought that's what you needed? Baby, they can't see what I put in you. They weren't there when I created you and knit you in your mother's womb. They weren't there when I created you in this place. So I don't need a co-signer on how you gonna turn out. I don't need a co-signer on whether you're gonna make it or not. I'm the final say so. And if these things are happening, I hope you grow from it because there's gonna be more coming up this success ladder. It doesn't get easier. It actually gets harder. Are you built for it? Are you built for it? Or does everything have to look perfect for you to feel? Does everything have to be fake to pretend to be real? Anyway, let's go get this work. You may feel old, tired, and through, but baby, you just began. So let's go from old, tired, and through to brand new. Okay. I love you all. It's your girl, Precious Williams, proud founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group. Love you, love you, love you. Talk to you later. If you want any of the links, I'll put it down below. But again, Thank y'all. I'm honored to be an influencer at 46 in a way people don't expect. I am honored to work with these tech companies and these financial services companies and private associations. And I'm honored to receive my award on May 10th, 2025, live in New York City. It can happen. It can. Old, tired, and through. What? Brand new. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye.